All righty. Thanks for coming in. We thought we'd talk a little bit more in detail today about one of our special session pieces of legislation. We've hinted at this a little bit a week or so ago at an economic summit, but today I wanted to talk in greater specificity in terms of what we're proposing to take the place of the State Department of Commerce. It really is built off of a plan that was announced earlier this year from the Competitive Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Economic Development Association, Wisconsin County Association, and others funded a study. Out of that study, they created what was called Be Bold Wisconsin, had a series of proposals, one of which was about transforming the Department of Commerce. We looked at that. We looked at what other states like Indiana and others have done across the country and really tried to take the best out of all those and to modify it in a way that we thought would work best here in the state of Wisconsin. So what we're proposing is to replace the current Department of Commerce with the new Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, with its sole focus of creating and promoting commerce here in the state of Wisconsin, helping existing companies retain and grow jobs here, as well as attracting employers from outside of our borders to create more jobs here in the state of Wisconsin. That obviously is a priority for me and for this administration, something we're going to stay focused in on like a laser beam, and this helps us become more nimble and more effective in doing that. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the specifics. What this would do is the special session bill would create the framework, and the budget would complete the transformation of that. In this framework, we would set up a new board to govern this new Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. It would be a 12-member board chaired by the governor of the state of Wisconsin, and then 11 other members appointed by the governor with confirmation required by the state Senate. Those terms would be open-ended, serving at the pleasure of the governor, as is the case in many other commissions and appointments made by the governor. That entity would then have authority over helping set the strategic plan, the guidelines, the overview of the policies of the new Economic Development Corporation. The president and CEO of that organization would be appointed by the governor, would also serve as my first appointment will be made this coming week as the Secretary of Commerce. That person would have the dual role as the Secretary of Commerce and then leading into the CEO of this new Economic Development Corporation. Again, that would be carrying out those duties. In addition to setting up those parameters, right now the Department of Commerce, in addition to programs and services it provides that provide for promoting economic development, the Department of Commerce over the years has also taken on other responsibilities in terms of regulating commerce. Those will be completely removed and put into other state agencies, so that this new Economic Development Corporation's sole focus will be on promoting commerce, not on regulating it, not on confusing it, not involved with anything else. Again, with this being a public-private entity through this framework, we believe this gives us the most effective way to aggressively promote economic development in the state, starting first and foremost with our current employers and how we help them grow, as well as seeking to attract other employers from outside of our state's borders right now. All those, again, key to reaching our overall goal of creating 250,000 new jobs in the private sector by 2015, and sending a very clear message that Wisconsin is open for business. A couple of quick things of note. This would be, and modifications we made to some of the other proposals out there. This entity would still be, this new corporation would still, its members, its staff would still be under the same stipulations in terms of following ethics rules, just like I and others in state government do, as well as it would be under the same guidelines when it comes to open meetings and open records, so that there'll be full disclosure, full transparency in terms of the workings of this Economic Development Corporation. And I think that's something that's important to the public and certainly is important to me as well. But our bottom line is we want to have great success in terms of growing the number of jobs that we have in the state, and we think this is one of the most effective ways to do that, and obviously fits in well with the rest of our special session agenda when it comes to the regulatory reforms we talked about, making health care more affordable with the repeal of the state tax on health savings accounts, and the announcements we'll soon be making in terms of the tax cut for small businesses, and the litigation reform we'll be announcing shortly as well.